apiece. Will they both be happy?
I saw the images of Carlo Ancelotti after the game. He didn't look happy. So
well, you know him.
I know him, but I wonder what's going through his mind there.
What do you think?
I don't think he's happy with the results. Obviously, he's a winner. He wants to win the games. But if you look at the game, I think draw was a fair result. I had Morocco playing better. And maybe Brazil nerves, first game, a lot of pressure to do a good start. And but I'm curious what went through Carlos' mind. He was not happy.
If he's not happy, having played under him for a year at PSG 15 or so years ago, how does he react? How would he be right now in that
I remember one game after the game, he was not happy with the team, and I was sitting, and he kicked a box that hit my forehead. And I was surprised because nobody does that to me. But Carlo did it, so he has his dark sides also, which I like, because that is...
Let's see where we're forward. You controlled it. You controlled it. Yes.
You
give it back to him.
I think he wanted to make me example to head the ball in the goal. Maybe I missed a header in the game. I don't know. Something like that.
Oh,
it's a good target up there. Yeah. Some space to work.
Lucky my nose was not in the way.
Lex, what was your assessment today?
I mean, for those that came into this tournament, including my good friend David Mossi, a proud Brazilian, the notion that that they should be concerned with this team and that this is a underwhelming type of Brazilian team, I don't think that will have been squashed after that performance. It was underwhelming, and I think they should be concerned. From a Brazilian perspective, I think that they have to rely on the fact that there are good teams and championship teams that grow into a tournament. Again, this was a quality opponent, but in a Brazil-Morocco game, you'd expect Brazil to bring it. And I think yes, they'll take the point. I still think they're going to get out of the group. But this was, again, underwhelming at a time when Brazil, I guess, can't afford to be underwhelming. If this is as good as it gets, that doesn't win World Cups.
Okay, well,
but this shows also that Morocco is a good team.
Yeah.
2022
we talk a lot about Brazil, but Morocco is a good team. Watch out.
Yeah, good shout. Well,
like Thierry said before the game, do not
sleep on Morocco.
Do not sleep on them, please.
Well, they took the lead, right?
And they won the African Nation Cup without winning the final.
They actually. We talked about it offensively, but I want to talk about it defensively and what Brazil should have done better, because they got done on them losing, being dealt way better in terms of Brazil.
Well, one of the big stars, of course, Achraf Hakimi. Let's hear from him now after the game over there in New York, New Jersey.
Great game, a lot to be proud of, a lot to learn from. What are the details you'll focus on moving forward from this game?
Yes, it was not easy. Like we say, we play against tough team in front of us, one of the favorites of the tournament. Proud of the effort of the team. We draw, but we are happy for the performance about us. We still have to improve and growing up every game. So that is what we're gonna be focused right now. Recover well and be focused in the next game.
And what's your message to your team as captain moving forward?
Just keep going. We do a really good game. We have to keep the positive things. We're gonna learn from the mistake that we did for sure. But after, we have to keep going. We have 2 games more to continue in the tournament, and that is the more important.
Vini, what is the overall feeling with the performance and the result? Qual o sentimento, né, com essa atuação e com o resultado?
Pouco triste pelo resultado, mas a estreia da competição sempre é assim, muito difícil, onde a gente tem que se adaptar o mais rápido possível dentro da competição. Tomamos o gol e assim dificulta muito o nosso jogo, mas acredito que uma parte ali a gente conseguiu controlar muito o jogo, fizemos o gol e logo depois deu uma caída normal pelo calor, pela qualidade do campo também, que atrapalha um pouco o jogo, mas a gente tem que se adaptar, é isso que a gente tem para a Copa. Onde os adversários são todos muito difíceis, todos querem competir, todos querem ganhar, e vai ser assim até o final.
A bit sad with the result, of course, but we dropped a little bit in the end of the second half. In the first half, it was really hard, but these first games in the World Cup, they're usually very tough, and we need to adapt. We need to adapt quickly. And could you talk us a little bit about your goal? Because it was really a moment of magic, momento de mágica.
Linguistic skills there all summer long going to be great for us. The scene shifts to Boston, where Scotland are appearing in their 9th World Cup. 3 points tonight against Haiti would be a huge step, wouldn't it, towards their first trip ever to the knockout stage. So it's time for those Fox starting lineups, sponsored by American Express. Haiti, in their first World Cup in 52 years, will look to release Sunderland's Wilson Isidore up front. Their all-time leading scorer, Duckens Nazen, begins this match on the bench today, disappointing from their perspective. For Scotland, their midfielder Scott McTominay, 2 goals during World Cup qualifying. He played all but 1 minute in Scotland's 6 qualifiers. For more, let's head to Boston to check in with a pair that will call the action for us tonight, Ian Cocker and Danny Higginbotham.
Well, Rebecca, the day has finally come for these two nations. The World Cup, 52 years in the waiting for Haiti, 28 years in the waiting for Scotland, and with Brazil and Morocco in this group. Both teams really have to hit the ground running, and it's actually must-win scenario already, isn't it, Danny?
Yeah, it is, and I find this a really fascinating game because I think everybody will put, well, most people will put Scotland as a favourite, but Haiti, I wouldn't go against them at the moment because their best form of defence is to attack, and obviously listening to Thierry a couple of days ago, he was saying that he feels as though there would be a potential upset. What I would say about this Haiti team is that they will ask a lot of questions, they will commit men going forward, so Scotland, when they've got the ball, they have to be their most protected because that's when they could be vulnerable on the turnover of possession.
Well, this game kicks off at 2 o'clock in the morning in Scotland, but if there's ever a nation that could cope with that, Scotland is that nation. The national anthems are going to be spine-tingling. The wait for these two is almost over, Rebecca.
Taking it for the first time in nearly 3 decades, and they are going to have a lot of support today in Boston. That Tartan RB travels well. For more, let's check in pitchside with our Alex Aljo.
Hi Rebecca, the last time Scotland played in a World Cup, 8 of their players weren't even born, so that puts things in perspective. So it's a massive moment for them, but also for Haiti, who've had to wait even longer. And it's the Scotland fans who've been making all the noise in Boston. They seem to have taken over the city. I was at one of the fan zones yesterday. A lot of sunburnt Scots, a lot of tartan kilts, a lot of bagpipes being played, but above all, a lot of optimism as well. Their captain, Andy Robertson, said that they have the best fan base in the world, and you can see why. He said it's motivating their players, and after a lot of disappointment, he wants no regrets this year. And looking at this group, it really does feel like it could be a decisive game for Scotland if they want to get to the knockouts of a World Cup for the very first time. Great news as well that Scott McTominay has recovered from a stomach bug. The atmosphere in this stadium is absolutely electric, as you can hear. Really looking forward to this.
We can't.
الى هنا اخواني نكون قد وصلنا لنهاية الفيديو. كنتمنى يكون المقطع قد نال الاعجاب ديالكم. ما تنساوش دعمنا بزر الاعجاب، كذلك الاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل الجرس باش توصلوا بجديد القناة اول باول. وما تنساوش كذلك تدخلوا الاراء ديالكم والاستفسارات ديالكم اقتراحات ديالكم اسفل الفيديو في خانة التعليقات حول ما قاله زلاتان إبراهيموفيتش عن المباراة القوية اللي قدمها المنتخب المغربي امام المنتخب البرازيلي وانتهت بنتيجة ايجابية، هدف مقابل هدف. كذلك اخواني ما تنساوش مشاركة الفيديو مع جميع الاصدقاء، ونتلاقى ان شاء الله في فيديو قادم.